Do you know the world's most famous hacker? Kevin Mitnick. Born in 1963, in a quiet neighborhood of California, Kevin Mitnick's story actually began with the curiosity of a child. His parents divorced when he was very young. His mother worked late hours, and Kevin grew up spending time alone on the streets of Los Angeles. But Kevin was different from other kids. His curiosity could never be stopped. Kevin was fascinated by every device he saw. Whatever he looked at, he wanted to know what was inside. At the age of 12, he performed a hack that shocked everyone. At 12, he tricked a system. This was his first hack. He cracked the punch card system of the city buses. He fooled drivers by acting like an innocent kid, learned the source of the punch, collected discarded tickets from trash cans, and traveled across Los Angeles for months for free. In his teenage years, amateur radio, listening to police frequencies, hacking into McDonald's drive-through order system to troll employees. All of it was like a game to him. But his real talent wasn't technology. It was the art of manipulating people. Social engineering. By the age of 17, he could fool phone company employees, managers, even the bureau that handled unlisted numbers. He introduced himself as an insider and won people's trust with a single sentence. Then he discovered computers, and everything changed completely. At the end of the 1970s, using a number given to him by a friend, he connected to USC's massive computer system. The operating system developed by Digital Equipment Corporation was copied by this teenage kid all by himself. This meant he had breached the inner walls of one of the world's biggest companies. Of course, he got caught, but he got away with just a warning. Then, in the 1980s, Kevin had already become a known figure in the underground hacking world. His goal wasn't to make money. Curiosity and the thrill of challenge pushed him into becoming a hacker. He infiltrated telephone companies, computer giants, even military networks. He secretly broke into Pacific Bell. He obtained the critical passwords of the telephone network. The FBI showed up at his door. Juvenile court, detention center. But Kevin didn't stop. Nothing could stop him. At the end of the 1980s, he was arrested. 1 year in prison, 3 years of supervised release. And him? All right, he said, I'll behave. But he didn't. In 1992, he broke into the system again, got caught again, and this time chose to run. Suddenly, he became the most wanted computer hacker in America. Newspapers were calling him the cyber world's fugitive #1. Kevin was traveling from city to city, changing identities, losing weight, using every tactic possible not to leave a trace. Cloned cell phones, signal jammers, fake IDs, claims that he even listened to FBI agents themselves. And on top of all that, he kept hacking through the world's biggest companies. He obtained Motorola's latest cell phone codes. He infiltrated Sun Microsystems networks, Novell, Fujitsu, major software companies, without earning a single penny. His goal was only to know, can I do it? Then he made a mistake. He messed with the wrong person. World-renowned security expert Tsutomu Shimomura. Mitnick broke into Shimomura's computer on Christmas Eve and left proudly. But Shimomura was no amateur. He had installed special monitoring tools that recorded everything. And teaming up with the FBI, they began tracking Kevin's movements in real time. February 1995. The FBI pinpointed the apartment where Kevin was hiding through signal tracking. An operation was launched. The legendary hacker was captured at the end of his years-long life on the run. Mitnick was kept in solitary confinement for months. Prosecutors described him as extremely dangerous. Some even claimed he could whistle into a phone and launch a missile, turning him into an urban legend. Outside, the hacker world treated him like a hero because he never used his skills for harmful purposes. People embraced him so deeply that protests were held with banners saying, "Free Kevin." But the outcome didn't change for him. In 1999, he was sentenced to 46 months in prison. He was released in 2000. For 3 years, he was forbidden from touching any technology, computers, cell phones, modems, anything electronic. And then what happened? Here comes the most ironic part of the story. After finishing his sentence, Kevin Mitnick founded a security company. He performed penetration tests for corporations. He gave conferences. He even advised the FBI. The world's most wanted hacker now began finding system vulnerabilities legally. "You can patch technical flaws," he said, "but you can't patch human stupidity." Bad news came about Kevin. He had fallen ill. In 2022, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And in July 2023, at the age of 59, he passed away. When he died, his wife was pregnant with their first child. This is exactly how Kevin's story began. A journey born from a child's curiosity. A life that transformed into that of the world's greatest hacker. And an endless pursuit to understand the system, to surpass it, to see what's possible.